Is the Nothing Phone 2 just a gimmick with its flashy LED back pattern? Or does it have some unique features that make it stand out from the crowd? Let's review it in detail because you're about to be astonished by what this not-so-popular company has to offer. What's it famous for? The Glyph UI. Nothing Phone 2 is famous for its clever Glyph UI, just as its predecessor was. The LED strips on the back of the phone aren't just for show. These rear lights can do a bunch of stuff with their new effects and vibrations, like giving a heads up for calls and app notifications. The Glyph system aims to reduce screen time. You can just flip the phone's back and only peek when the groovy LED lights light up. Users can fully customize the glyphs using presets and the Glyph Composer to enhance call and message identifications. And speaking of what's behind the eye-catching UI, it's the powerhouse chip, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. The phone's 8 and 12GB RAM options are enough for the features it provides. 12GB of RAM is great for games and even video rendering. Third-party app developers can now access the LED lights. One cool new use is a timer feature for ride-hailing services. Now, when you're waiting for your ride, the Glyph's light show will give you real-time information on the driver's arrival. Nothing Phone 2 keeps it simple with a black and white theme, coupled with Nothing's own funky dot matrix front to give the phone a super minimalistic look. This way, you can cut down on the visual noise. Users can declutter the screen by hiding app names, organizing them, and making their favorite ones stand out. Not to forget, Nothing Phone 2 users can always switch back to a standard full-color interface. Let's talk about the design and display. The round-edge Nothing Phone 2 comes in a bit thicker at 8.6mm and heavier at 201.2 grams compared to its predecessor. Its glass see-through back is no small feat to achieve, so kudos to Nothing. The developers have sliced up those strips around the camera and wireless charging into smaller bits for extra durability. Its LED lights shine with a brighter white glow, and the red recording LED now has a horizontal bar instead of a dot. Let's take a look at the camera. The back of the Nothing Phone 2's dual camera setup is equipped with a 50-megapixel Sony IMX890 main sensor. It's got optical stabilization and a super res zoom, a feature for sharper 2x zoom images. Its ultra-wide camera is sticking to the 50-megapixel Samsung JN1 sensor from Phone 1. The selfie camera got a facelift too, with a 32-megapixel Sony IMX615 sensor. The textures in photos taken with the Nothing Phone 2 look crisper and more detailed. The ultra-wide camera does a decent job in the daytime, but the quality isn't as good as the main camera. The shots do look a bit better than those from the Phone 1, thanks to a better image processor. As for videos, the Phone 2 can shoot up to 4K at 60 FPS and even supports live HDR recording at 4K 30 FPS. So, all in all, its camera is decent but not extraordinary. Let's discuss the specs and software. When it comes to water resistance, the Phone 2 has a slightly better shield. Even though a step forward, its IP54 rating is not quite up there even with low-priced phones. The Nothing OS 2.0, which recently updated to 2.01, is just stock Android 13 with a jazzed-up Nothing's dot matrix theme. Now, the dot matrix theme can be enabled for the always-on display too. But the not-so-great news is that the Phone 2 will only get 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security patches. Nothing Phone 2's bright display makes the colors pop from all angles. It's all set for the HDR10 Plus videos, but Dolby Vision isn't on the menu. Its stereo speakers offer top-notch bass, and even at full blast. The Phone 2 doesn't hold back in performance either. People haven't run into any stutters or delays. For most people, the 4700 mAh battery easily lasts a day and a half on a full charge. Not to mention the 45-watt fast charge option it brings. Nothing promises that the battery will keep at least 80% of its capacity after a whopping 1,000 full charge cycles. Let's discuss the price. The Nothing Phone 2 kicks off at $599 with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. If you're looking to up your storage game, you can get the 256GB with 12GB of RAM for $699. Or go all out with the 512GB option for $799. So, what's your take on the innovative Glyph UI of the Nothing Phone 2? Drop it in the comments below, like and subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.